Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Siralim Ultimate. This episode we're going to be doing 4 regular realms. Last episode we had our nether boss fight against Madeira. We also had some arena combat. I think the arena combat might have lasted longer than the entire realm, with the boss fight included, just because arena fights can be really tedious. I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy when you're forced to do them. I guess nobody's forcing you to complete prophecy missions, but you kind of feel like you are, right? Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, this episode, no more arena combat, at least not for now. We are done. We have some normal realms to get through, and in the meantime we're just gonna try our best to get through these very quickly, and if we get through them quickly, then maybe we will also take a crack at the Ancestor. And these are snared and weak, they're blind and scorned. That's a... Oh, and I didn't even get to see what that debuff was, but we've already collected our debuffs. Gem sealed after casting, not great. Less attack damage, not great. End of turn cast, okay. Attack 11 times, that's better. End of turn cast and cast 11 times would have been awful, but attacking 11 times, I'll live with it. I'll live with it. Okay, these guys are fused with golems. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, what's your deal? Are you the master? You are the Asura master. A nice arbitration. What's your thing? On critical effects, I'm not worried about that. Because you're not even gonna survive long enough to have a single attack, much less a critical hit. Oh, they have Resurrect on Death. That's why this garbage is happening. I see. I was like, there's an awful lot of resurrecting going on in this realm. It makes sense, because enemies are resurrecting on death. And we killed that master without even picking up any of our buffs for this realm. Just because I'm getting a little bit cocky now that we have Shimmer. I should calm down. Getting Shimmer doesn't mean that we can stop doing common sense, you know, good things. Or like engaging in common sense good play. We should treat Shimmer as a bonus, not as a license to be stupid. Having said that, I know that I will 100% use it as a license to be stupid. Which tends to be how I play ARPGs. Unless it's hardcore mode. Obviously if it's hardcore mode, things are a bit different. And as far as I know, there's no hardcore mode in this game. It would be terrifying if there was, with a game as difficult and complex as this. One thing that does bug me is when enemies barely survive, because that really does slow things down. Also slowing things down is the resurrections. So definitely not a divination candle kind of floor. We do have a few things left to do in this realm. What are you? What's your deal? Renegade. Okay, that's the realm quest. Okay, let's just... A white in his party as well. Irritating. Yeah, he's dead. We beat the realm quest. And I think we need to do a second experiment. Oh. We don't have what you need, but we've been picking everything up. Well, I guess not everything. Give you that, and then this should... Hey, look at that. A piece of trash netherstone. Something to grind up into piety later on. Speaking of piety, I've got a lot stored up, and I need to figure out what relic I'm gonna get next. I think what I'll do is, between this episode and the next one, I will... Off-screen, I'll boot up the game. I won't play any realms. All I'll do is I'll go to the reliquary, and I will see which relic we want to bring in next, because only 3 of our creatures have relics in this party. Ideally, you'll want all 6 relics, even though most of them aren't gonna really change the build too much. They can still do helpful things, like giving you stuff at the start of combat, giving you stuff when you attack, when you get attacked, when you cast spells, and extra actions that help you that don't require you to waste or spend a turn doing them, are a big part of really beefing up your build. Nothing in there. Fantastic, alright. Like I said, this is not a divination candle kind of floor. So we're just gonna head... Well, before we head on to the next realm, let's head back to Siralim. Hand in this experiment. And now I think we have a second one to do. Yeah, we didn't get the... We did not get the prophecy completed notification. Alright, 351 again. We can just jump into this next realm without spending any power rolling our bonus, our item bonus. Alright, we gotta cleanse a rift. Let's make a donation. And next battle, we start at the top of the timeline. Next battle, a random normal enemy is killed. Okay. I guess let's see if we can hold on to that until we get to the master fight. Unlikely. Probably, yep, it's going to be used up against these elites. These why are you dead? Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Alright. Let the trial begin. Yeah, enemies are gonna have a hard time killing our Dread White. Unless they have some serious damage buffs going on. Which is fine. Like, we don't need the enemy to kill our Dread White, we can do it ourselves. But if the enemy does, it can often, like, save us a turn, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's do this now. Extra health is something that enemies have, and we have less attack. And no additional attacks. Ooh, that. Ooh, the riotous rum did a lot of damage. These debuffs are really... You're blind. You are also feared. You also have blight. So I tell you... You know what? I should give you antidote. Like a proper antidote. Instead I'll cast this. Now you are feared, but you can still do this. Actually no, you know what? Do this instead. And end this thing early. Gain favor, enemies are confused. That should help us out quite a bit. Do enemies have extra speed, or are we just fighting a bunch of really fast creatures in this room? Because it seems like enemies are going before us pretty often. What if I just do this off the bat? Yeah, no, enemies are... The extra health and the less attack, and the only having one attack means things are hard to take down without buffing ourselves. Which is fine, which is fine. 4 more enemies and a master remain, alright. Right. Riotous Rum. I do think I made a very good choice in making that part of our build. Even though we can't cast it manually, occasionally enemies will just be feared. What's your deal? You're just a civilian with treasure. Where is this master? Need to hunt you down. What the hell? What the hell is going on with these guys? Okay. Is this a divination candle kind of floor? Stats are swapped. Could make things annoying, but it doesn't seem that bad. They don't have any, Oh god. Hang on, if they have extra health and stats are swapped, does that mean that sometimes their extra health will become something else? If you know what I mean? So let's look at these guys. Okay, no, these guys properly have extra health. So it looks like the stats are swapped, and then after whatever is swapped, you then get a multiplier on the health. This piece of garbage. Oh, you piece of trash. You piece of trash. You piece of garbage. Resurrecting his awful friends. Alright. Got the buried treasure as well. Buried treasure feels like it's a little bit underpowered. Like, regular treasure chests seem like they have more loot. So, my suspicion is that there is some loot multiplier that isn't getting applied to, the buried treasure event. It really... Yeah, regular chests give you more than the semi-rare buried treasure event. Right, you are the Shade Master. Take you down. When we eventually get our turn, enemies attacking 7 times means... Feared is really annoying. So, you know what, I'm actually gonna start off with a nice antidote. Follow up with another antidote. one more antidote. Now fear is gone. Right, now we do this. I don't know if that really helped us out too much. I think we're gonna have to do like Star Pact or something. We can hit them with spell damage. Yeah, let's try. Actually, no. Let's try Finger of Death. What? Oh no, I didn't mean to cast Antidote. That sucked. Are they immune to indirect damage or something? Alright. Let's try and end this fight. Okay, what is the mastery trait? 100% chance to dodge. No freaking wonder. Well, I mean, we've almost won anyway, but I'll get rid of this really annoying trait. Yeah. Well, Star Pact should kill them. Yeah. I should have probably gotten rid of that trait much earlier than that. Alright, what's there? Nothing there. And I feel like enemies are annoying enough in this realm that I'm not gonna summon candle enemies. I'll summon one group of 5 and then we'll see how it goes for us. Yes, kill your ally, and then... Oh no. So close to wiping their party. But they're back. I just do this. And he's back again. Alright. And he's dead again. All right. I guess before we start talking about candle enemies, we should actually complete the realm quest, you know? I should have probably used Finger of Death. Okay. Maybe, Rabbit Dementia? Yeah, enemies are really tanky. Just need one of them to... There we go. I just needed one of them to die to start the chain reaction. There. Ooh, the goblet is full. Caustic Cerberus. Alright, yes. Start with this. Yeah, I don't think this is a divination candle kind of floor. Alright. Let's see if we can do a bit of this. Oh yeah, and we shouldn't forget that we have Entangling Roots. That's also a good spell for annoying fights, just because it can delay the enemy turns quite a bit. Alright, let's... White... Yeah, this is these fights have convinced me that this is not a divination candle kind of floor. Because if we don't kill the enemy right away, then we're definitely in for a long and annoying... Yeah, we're in for a lot of this. And yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I think that's a good idea though. Alright. We do get some loot out of these chests though, so that's good. And anything else at all in this realm? Not really. Nothing that I'm seeing. We do have to head back to Siralim before we jump into the next realm though. A couple things to do. We didn't even pick that up. I've been pretty sloppy in this realm already. My prediction is coming true, and I am using Shimmer as a way to just play badly and then expect to get away with it. Right. Pilgrimage is done. And we should immediately start a new one, I'm gonna say. What other projects do we have going on? Training, Keyforge obviously, Assassination is going to take a long time. Experiment, we only just started. Alright, so yeah, let's do another... Tell you what, let's do a hunt. And then, when one of our other spots is opened up, we can do a pilgrimage. Alright, let's see if we can find one that's close to hitting rank S. Oh, what was that? Not quite close enough. We want something that's around 8,400, 8,500. Oh, what was that? What was that? There's one that was really close. Where was it? Yeah, this. We'll do the Griffin Dreamfinder. Now let's collect this. More piety. Oh, and it's already set to be animator. That speeds things up. Hopefully... Ooh, this is a very good item bonus. I'm very happy about that. Is there anything else we need to do? We've got all 5 of these. We've got all of those. Alright. Let's jump in to our next realm. 6 enemies and a master in this one. Let's make our donation straight away. What else? Extra nemesis creatures I'm totally okay with, especially with a large item bonus. Direwolves, copy your spell gems. Seems fine. Yeah, we can just kill them like that. You guys done? Do you have Resurrect on Death? No, then why did they come back? That was annoying. Why did they come back? Resurrection code, annoying trait. Really annoying trait. And I didn't pay attention to what the enemies are fused with. Oh, they're fused with whites. This is gonna... God. They're fused with whites, which means we're not summoning candle enemies here either, because it's gonna be way too annoying, because they have all sorts of resurrection garbage. Like, look at this nonsense. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Wow. Just die, you pieces of garbage. Look. Yeah, if they have multiple people with the resurrection code, then it can be very difficult to kill them. And I had one battle where literally I had to kill the entire party. Like whatever the maximum number of times enemies can be resurrected are, I had to kill them that many times because they just kept resurrecting. What? I feel like I feel like did I skip my... Oh, I must have defended with my Rift Dancer instead of doing an attack. Alright. Instead of, you know, doing a proper move. Alright. So far, so good. Another nemesis creature, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Yeah, not only do they have annoying resurrecting shenanigans, they also have these like attacks that they gain on deaths, which just slows things down even more. So yeah, white's not a fun enemy to fight. But this is fun. Like a Phoenix card. And I believe this was just part of the treasure that we got from Nemesis creatures. I mean, that's just good. That's because we are resurrecting a lot. And a treasure golem too. I tell you what. We'll come back to the treasure golem after having picked up some some buffs and debuffs, because I don't think we've really gotten any of those yet. And we also, I believe, have a master to fight in this realm. We've got all kinds of things to do. Yeah, whites are so irritating. That's gonna be 3 floors in a row that were too annoying to summon candle enemies on. I guess we're finding cards in other loot, but not the card. This chest is inaccessible because this thing is in the way. All I can hope is that when we get... Yeah, okay. We had to get sent back to this because it would put us on top of the teleporter, and then we'd move to the left. But that was kind of hilarious. One of the things that you can sometimes get with this sort of procedural map generation, it's hard to predict how things can interact with each other. I'm glad I, you know, had the insight that... Ooh, a skin? That's good. The insight that if I use the teleporters, it would put me on the teleporter, and then I could finish, or I could get the treasure that way. Because for a while, I was genuinely considering just abandoning that treasure chest, and that would have been silly indeed. All right. One enemy and a master remains. You're blind, so do this, do that. Now we've got to wait for this nonsense. We've got to wait for that nonsense. Good job, Centaur. Good job. Alright, all the enemies are dead. We have a master to fight, though. Excuse me. We also have the treasure golem to hunt down. And we're close to getting another favor rank as well. Ooh, and we can summon even more Nemesis creatures. Why not? I feel like Nemesis creatures lately have been giving us a lot of good stuff. The Apocalypse Master. We're going first. What's your trait? Okay, this is important because all of these apocalypses will raise their stats. Actually, you know what? Let's not get rid of their trait. Let's do this. Double cast, and then let's do a Rabid Dementia. Yeah, let's not use Blank Slate as a crutch for every master fight. Oh, but I forgot these guys are fused with whites. They're gonna keep coming back, but we can keep killing them. Alright. These guys have attacked as well. Yeah, we killed them, and now what nonsense is gonna happen this time? That's gonna happen. And someone's gonna resurrect, yep. But at least this time it wasn't. Hey, this is good. A free card. The Apocalypse set. No, let's take down these guys as well. Oh my god. So annoying. Whose nemesis are also down. Nothing in there. More of you. I'm okay with that. That just means more favor with Vulcanar. Almost at the next rank. Now we've got that treasure golem as well. Let us not forget. So 2 cards in this realm. What was the second one? We found the Apocalypse card and one other thing. It might have been the Arbiter one, right? Yeah, yeah. I think we found this, but we definitely found an Apocalypse card. And if we have 3 out of 7, and if we found a 4th one, we just make life very difficult for creatures if they are scorned. Which is fine. I was like, what's that thing on the map? Oh, it's an enemy that we haven't killed yet. So, and it's a Nemesis creature, so we should definitely deal with them. They're annoying though, they're on the top of the timeline. And they're doing a whole bunch of garbage nonsense. So let's tell them how we feel about it. Okay, 2 of them have come back and 2 of them have been killed again. Alright. Grab that, and now we've got to hunt down the treasure golem. Yay, these floors are definitely being a lot slower than I had planned. Alright, now we've got to be intelligent about this. We'll do this. We'll do that. Then we'll double cast Rabid Dementia with you. So he is going to try and come back. Oh no, he isn't gonna. Cause okay, he might have been fused with the wrong kind of white. Anyway, we get a good amount of resources. Our energy, our power is slowly building up again. And battered and bruised, yeah, we're gonna get a lecture from Volcanar now. I don't have time for this. And we got a good amount of loot. And is there anything left in this map? The answer is no, other than potentially divination candle enemies, which is, it's not happening. It is not happening. Nothing to do back in Siralim. So let's just go straight to a new realm, and hey, look at that. Once again, no need to reroll because we have a wonderful bonus of 390. Let's just do a random realm. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh yeah, I like this place. It's got a nice soundtrack, you know, that really gets you going. One thing I've talked about a few times is how much I love the music in this game. The music is so varied. Like, there's all kinds of types of songs. There are like subdued songs. There are more stirring pieces of music. There are like, there's this one which is like a combination of like a rock theme with the keys as well. Then there's like the Blood Grove, which is just like a straight up rock song. You know, it's a good time. Alright, what are we even dealing with here? No additional attacks. Enemies cast extra times. Extra nemesis creatures, once again. I'm totally okay with that. Thorns is not going to be relevant because we're not doing any direct damage. And this finally feels like a good divination candle floor. So we are going to be able to summon some enemies finally. Especially with frozen and sleeping. That'll make sure. Oh, and arcane means we can cast our spells without worrying about wasting our charges. Yeah, let's go straight into some optional combats. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. It's weird, I feel like we found more cards this week. Or like the rate at which we're finding cards per episode is greater than in the week where we actually had the 25% greater chance to find cards. I guess in the 25% chance to find cards week, the one that recently passed, we had better luck with the enemies that we were farming. Like, we found the Griffin one, I think. Was that during that week? It must have been. And then we found a couple stag ones as well. These are silenced. That should put a stop to some of the... Oh, I hate fighting. Bards, because they're gonna shuffle the timeline and just ruin your plans. Timeline shuffling is another one of those things that makes battles chaotic without necessarily even helping the creatures who are doing it that much. I know if a player was using it, you could use it to pretty good effect. You could deliberately have a party that is as slow as possible. Like, speed is your dump stat, meaning in any battle you'd be going last, and then you'd have a timeline shuffle which would make your low speed irrelevant. I mean, low speed comes with other costs as well, but the main thing, of course, is like when you're able to go. If you do something like that, obviously the enemies in this game aren't operating at that level of sophistication. They just have certain traits, and whether they are used in an intelligent way is really just a matter of luck. And usually, they will not use it in a particularly clever way, and all they'll end up doing is annoying you. Alright, let's keep going. How long has this episode been going? Pretty long. It's 40 minutes right now. We're not going to be doing any boss fights. We'll do the boss fight in its own separate... Come on, dude. Let's corner you. Alright. Once again. Do it... well, I think we can just attack you, right? No need to be... Oh, we don't have additional attacks. So I got a little bit lucky there. Battered and bruised, yeah. Heard it already. Before we deal with those soul flares, let me deal... Ooh, we got 666 favor right now. Great number. Let's deal with you, the unguided master. What is your deal? You deal more damage. You know what? I'm okay with that. Now that we have Shimmer, enemies need all the help they can get trying to damage our party. And I think we can just do this, right? There we go. And all these nemesis creatures we've been finding, we've been getting a good amount of resources as well, so our power is, we're slowly recouping some of it. Alright, we've killed all the enemies, now we'll do this. And beaten the realm quest as well. Oh, and there's a treasure chest that we haven't found. This. And let's summon some stag abstracts. We'll do 20 of them. And I think these are going to be the only 20 we do in this episode. Achievement earned, Divine Favor. Wonder what that's for. I think maybe just for like getting large amounts of favor with any god, potentially. This is going not too slowly. We're killing them with one round of damage. What's slowing things down is when this corpse explosion triggers redundantly, doing explosions on nobody. Sometimes it'll like kill the enemies and then stop. Sometimes it'll just keep on going, targeting literally nobody. Keyforge is done. That's good. I'll kill this group and then we'll call it an episode. Alright, so far so good. Alright. Alright, what are you gonna do? You are gonna die quickly. I'm happy about that. Alright, alright. Another one of you is down. How many remain? 11. Alright. Maybe one of you is gonna finally give us the card. We've already found cards in this episode, so I shouldn't be upset if we don't get another one, especially when we're only doing one summon. But still, I do want to complete the stag set as quickly as I can, and then we can move on. Where nobody in the top half of the map, but oh, it looks like there's something. Well, there's a potential treasure chest at the end of that little corridor to the right of the realm teleporter. We'll investigate that on the way back. And let's go around this way. Oh, another thing that really saved us a lot of power is we didn't have to re-roll a lot when we were getting our, setting our realm item bonuses. Because there have been episodes where I've been just sitting there for like a solid minute, which, takes time, but more importantly, you're spending 1,000 power every time, and like 10 clicks of those, that's 10,000 power. If you do it, if you have to do it 50 times, that's 50,000 power that's just gone. We saved a lot of power because there were a couple of rounds that we did where it just, without us having to roll anything, it just gave us a very good bonus. Alright. Nothing from you guys. And are you guys going to be the heroes? The answer is no, but we did complete a prophecy task out of it. We have donated, I'm pretty sure, to perdition. Yes, we have. Let's see what's in here. There was a chest. Take a quick look around. Nothing that I can see. And let's just turn in our 2 projects. So starting with training, Keyforge, immediately start another Keyforge. And now instead of more training, I'll do a pilgrimage, because this is more important to raise this. Anybody on this page who's below 30 does not look like it. Okay. So let's just pick, I don't know, Pokrenox? No, Ariamaki. And now we're at 5 projects again, alright. Anything else we need to do? I don't think so. This is still filling up. Let's roll ourselves a bonus for next episode, where we have another boss, Spoonor. Anything? 378, I will accept. Stats are swapped, could make this a very hard to predict fight, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, okay, and I've been forgetting to do this, but I will make it a habit eventually. New habits are always hard to integrate, but I will open this screen and we will look through everything we accomplished in this episode. The main things obviously are the achievements, Knowledge ranks as well are a different kind of permanent progress, but like knowledge will happen regardless. Like you don't have to do anything special to get knowledge with creatures. You can just get it by passively playing. Whereas a lot of these achievements, you do have to do something specific. For instance, for beating the masters, you do have to actually win those fights. For being favored with the gods, you do actually have to, you know, get that favor, either through pilgrimages or going into the realms. And what does Divine Favor 5 mean? Let's look this up. Achievements. Recently earned. Divine Favor 5. Use a divination candle 750 times. Alright. Well, that's a lot. Some of those will have come from before the series started, but the bulk of those, I think, we've seen on camera. And yeah, and then we've got the other achievements that we've recently gotten. Some of them might have been from previous episodes. Yeah. Yeah, Madeira was definitely the previous episode. But yes, that, I think, is a nice summary of what we've done this episode. So let's just call it good. Well, let's recap what we did. We went through the 4 realms. We got all those achievements that we saw. Oh, and the other thing was we got a bunch of cards. We now have 119 out of 1052 cards. In addition to their bonuses, also give you a small stat bonus. So we just have these bonuses on us at all times, which is great. But we also found a couple interesting ones. We found the Apocalypse card, and I think the Arbiter card we found this episode. So yeah, these ones are just a chance of something good to happen. Like, you will never want to rely on cards to win. You'll want to rely on your build. For cards, you'll just want them as occasionally some extra good stuff will happen, and I think that's the way to approach it. And we found a couple of them in this episode. Not the one we were farming for, but you know what? That's going to happen in due time. But yes, a good amount of progress made nonetheless, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. I enjoyed this episode a lot, and I hope you did too. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode where we take on Spooner. And until then, take care.